Hey guys, Much Games here. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I know I did. As promised, here's my top 10 favorite video game list. I would have got this to you sooner, but I was sort of busy working on the Cal Poly's 2016 entry to the Rose Parade, Sweet Shenanigans. It's pretty awesome. I get to be the animation operator this year, so I'll be inside the float, riding down the parade route. So look forward to that, coming down Orange Grove Boulevard on January 1st. If you want to see the progress of that, check out my other YouTube channel, CP Rose Float. That's right, CP Rose Float, and you can see basically the whole process of building a rose float. It's pretty awesome. And if any of you guys are down there in the Pomona area, feel free to stop by and say hello. I'll be at Cal Poly section. Anyways, let's talk about this top 10 list a little bit. So I'm only going to do one game per franchise. I know there are some games that are going to have high competitions for certain spots between the same franchise, because I love several games in certain franchises. You'll find about that later on the list. But I'm only going to limit it to one per franchise. And since you guys know I have a pretty sizable collection, you're going to see games spanning multiple consoles on this list. Some games you might never even heard of before. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this list. It was fun for me to make, so let's dive into it. Here are my top 10 favorite video games. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Duck Hunt. This game was not only one of my first games I ever played, but it's also the reason why I still have a CRT TV. This game is endless fun, whether you're competing with friends to shoot the most ducks or messing with them by controlling the duck's pattern. No matter what you do, that dog's going to make fun of you. It's great. I'm glad he's in Smash Brothers now. It's just one of my favorite games, and I love it. I just love the sound of the zapper. It's just great. Now let's move on to number 9. I'm a fan of Star Wars, and I'm a fan of the RTS genre, so combine the two, and you get Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. This one I view as better than Empire War, for primarily nostalgic reasons, but it's still a great RTS. It lets you travel to the various trains of the Star Wars universe and battle using 8 different armies and most of the vehicles from the movie. This game, like Duck Hunt, has a lot of childhood nostalgia associated with it, as my friend Robert and me would play this a lot as kids. Number 8 is a video game that most of you who watch my channel are very familiar with. Silver Surfer is perhaps one of the most frustratingly difficult, well-made games that I have ever played. And like I said, those of you who are familiar with my channel know how much I play this game, and that my ultimate NES goal is to one day beat the most challenging NES games, and Silver Surfer is first on my list and Battletoads is around second. Silver Surfer's challenge makes it highly addicting for me. I love the music, the zero room for mistake gameplay, and the feeling of accomplishment that comes from beating a level. Now, I'm one of those weird people who actually likes the Virtual Boy, so of course I'm going to have a Virtual Boy game on my top 10 list. After all, this one appears on my channel's trailer, so number 7 is Teleroboxer. Teleroboxer utilizes the technology of the Virtual Boy better than any other game on the console. The 3D effects are amazing, especially when you lose and the fist punches through the screen. The music is great, and it is one of the few games to properly utilize the dual D-pad. Number 6 is another game that has a high nostalgic value for me. Battlefront 2 is not only way more fun than the new Battlefront, or should I say the new Battlefield that EA made, but it has way more to offer. It has more maps, space battles, hunt mode, conquest, a campaign, and so many more things that I haven't even named. It was great. It was just all around fun. If you've never played it, I highly recommend it. It's way better than that new stuff that EA played. Sure, EA made one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen, but it has little to offer in comparison to this gem. Well, we're halfway there, so let's talk about number 5. It is currently the most popular video on my channel. It is Earthbound. Earthbound is a cult classic that starts off slow but quickly gains momentum after you reach the Happy Village. It has amazing music, a great story, and awesome characters. There are many real-life references that you want to keep your eyes peeled for in fourth wall breaks. There are picture spots to hunt down, and one of the best endings to any game I have ever seen. But I won't spoil that for you. If you want to spoil that for yourself, watch the video. Before we move on to number 4, I just want to say, next time you take a picture, be sure to say, Buzzy Pickles. Pokemon is a series that appeared to be going downhill after Gen 3, until Gen 6 breathed new life into the series by returning to its roots and adding innovation. One of the most innovative games of the series is Pokemon Crystal, which is my number 4 pick. The biggest innovation in this game was animating the Pokemon. Johto is my favorite gen of all the 6 gens, and the 3 games that were made for it were the best in the series, and in that I am including the 2 remakes. Not only did they give you a whole bunch of awesome new Pokemon to hunt down, but they also gave you a later version of the previous gen after you beat all 8 gym leaders and the Elite Four. Now that is a sequel done right. Halo 3 was a true masterpiece. It had the best campaign of any Halo game with some awesome music to support it. The multiplayer was fun and competitive, it had the best maps of any other game in the franchise, and it allowed for a lot of creativity to emerge by combining Forge mode with these great maps. Halo 3 gave my friends and me a lot of fun times and great memories as we tried to get those stepping razors and mongoose mowdowns. Number 2. Melee was the best Smash Bros. Game for a long time, but now I see Smash Bros. On the Wii U as a close competition. If the new one had a campaign mode, like Brawl did, I might change this list around and make that one my number 1 game. Now back to the game. Melee had some amazing stages and great balance, but Brawl nerfed many characters and threw the balance out the window by beefing up Meta Knight and watering down Ganondorf, who is one of my Melee mains. Melee is one of the best Smash Brothers because it took Smash 64 and fixed the errors while simultaneously adding a whole bunch of new content and doubling the roster. Smash Bros. Melee cemented the series as one of Nintendo's biggest franchises, and I'm very happy for that because I love this game, I love Melee, and I'm looking forward to many more Smash Brothers to come on new consoles. Who knows, maybe we'll get one on the NX, but for now, I'm going to go play as Duck Hunt on the new one. Now, before we get to number 1, let's look at some honorable mentions. Now my number 1 pick is one of the hardest decisions for me to make about choosing a video game. Which one do I prefer more, Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2? The series itself has one of the most convoluted plots of any games as it tries to tie together elements of Final Fantasy with the various plots of Disney worlds into one continuous story. It is strange and a difficult task, but they figured it out and somehow it works well. Although the original had the Peter Pan stage, which is one of my favorite levels in the series, I have to give it to Kingdom Hearts 2 as my all-time favorite game. I enjoy how they added live-action movies, threw in some old-school levels, expanded the series, and blew open the door of possibilities for the new Kingdom Hearts 3 game. Who knows, maybe we'll get Pixar, Disney, and some Marvel worlds. We'll see. I'm very excited for that game, and I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the reasons why I bought a PS4. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my top 10 favorite video games. Comment below what your top 10 favorite video games are, and if you have any questions about why these are my top 10, I would be more than happy to answer those for you. The next time I make one of these will probably be when I reach 200 subscribers. Comment below if you have some ideas for what's some good top 10 topics that you guys would like me to discuss. And so I probably won't be making many more videos until after the new year because I'll be riding inside of Cal Poly's 2016 Rose Parade entry, Sweet Shenanigans. So look forward to that on Parade Day. And so check out CP Rosefloat and subscribe to this channel if you're not already. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day.